Hola, buenos días. Voy a esperar a ver si se va conectando gente. Bueno, como ya venimos haciendo hace un par de días, estamos haciendo una colaboración con Nara y estamos haciendo entrevistas a algunos de los talleristas que tenemos este año en la feria. Voy a invitar a Nara. Un momentito. Este vídeo lo dejaremos guardado aquí en nuestro feed y también lo subiremos a nuestro canal de YouTube. Buenos días, Nara.
Buenos días, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien también, gracias.
Estamos encantadas de que estés colaborando con nosotras. Hoy la
Gracias.
entrevista será Soraya, que imparte 2 talleres en la feria. Y estoy a ver si la encuentro por aquí. A ver si está. Bueno, la estoy invitando. A ver si se conecta. Bueno, les comentaba a la gente que dejamos guardado el directo en nuestro feed y también lo subimos a nuestro canal de YouTube. La entrevista será en inglés, pero tenéis vídeos en nuestro canal de Soraya en castellano explicando los talleres que imparte en la feria. A ver, creo que hay algún problema con Soraya, a ver si se conecta. Cositas del directo. Vamos a ver, esperar un poquito. Si tenéis alguna pregunta podéis escribir en mensajes y os intentaré contestar. Soraya, estamos teniendo problemas para invitarte. No puede conectarse. Dice que está esperando. Soraya, te invito y no ahora.
Hola, sí,
Ahora creo que sí.
estaba
Ya está.
esperando.
Pues muchas gracias a las dos por estar aquí esta mañana y explicarnos un poquito sobre los talleres que vas a impartir y muchas gracias a ti, Nara, por ayudarnos con las entrevistas. Así que adelante, chicas.
Nara, we will do that in English or in Spanish? We will do it in English. I don't listen to
Nara, no
Nara.
se te oye.
Sorry, I
Okay.
muted myself because I live nearby the airport and sometimes airplane passes and I was like, I can hear anybody, so sorry. So firstly, I'd like to thank Anna and Soraya for their times. I know you are very busy, like we have a few days until the festival, so thank you very much for the invitation to cover Barcelona Knits, which is, I mean, a huge festival, and for me it's daydreaming, really. So, and I'm very honored to be here and to talk to Soraya because I know her work since July 2020, and I have all IEDRA's editions and Bellotas also. And when I met her for the first time, I was like frozen, you know, when you meet someone very important and are able to talk to her. So for me, I'm very happy to be here and to talk to you again, Soraya. Thank you very much.
I'm happy
Soraya,
to talk to you, Nara, too.
thank you. Thank you very much. Soraya, how are you today?
Fine. I have a coffee and I'm ready to explain all the things about the workshops.
Okay. So I'd like to invite you firstly to tell us, I think you are well known here, but I'd like for you to tell us a little bit more about you, about what you like, and about your workshops, please.
Okay, so my name is Soraya. I'm from Madrid, but I live in Amsterdam. So I'm doing this leap from here to Amsterdam. It's a super overcasted day today, so you see the lights. And I'm a knitwear designer, and also I'm the indie editor of the publication of the knitting publication Hiedra Knits, formerly was Bellota, as you know. We changed the name, I think, 2 years and a half ago for Hiedra Knits, and it's basically the same magazine, but we have to make a rebrand and everything, because when we started, it was just like a really small fanzine, and we made it from the scratches of everything, and now I'm very proud that it's a magazine that is made every year. This year we skipped because life it's in Norway, so this year we skipped, but the regular publication of the magazine is once a year in English and Spanish, and we sell the magazine in more than 20 countries, so it's a huge thing for me. I'm super happy how Bellota developed into the magazine that Hiedra is now. Besides the work in the magazine, I'm also a knitwear designer, and from the pandemic I decided to start teaching, because people of the magazine, the readers of the magazine and the knitters of the magazine always ask me why I was not in festivals teaching and why I didn't teach classes. So I decided to go online and try it. I didn't go to teach on festivals, or I didn't go to teach online or in shops or whatever, because I was super shy to do it. This is the main reason. But when the people encouraged me to do it and I discovered this part of the thing, I was happy to teach, and I was developing from these 2 years more and more classes. So I'm super happy and proud to be in Barcelona Knits. I have to say also a huge thank you to them, because from the first I remember I met Anna and Marta in a festival. I think it was Gulin, maybe?
In 2018?
Maybe
No,
2018.
2018, yeah, at the beginning of
18, yeah. And we didn't know each other in person. We met in the festival. I have the first copy of Hiedra, of Bellota, in fact, that comes from the printer. It was like just a copy for showing how it was, and I can show it to Anna and Marta, and they of course had us in the festival. So I'm super happy to be every year there, and this year to be teaching is like a dream, and having you here is also like a dream. So we are super happy to be here, and let's go to explain the workshops. This is the story of Hiedra in the festival, so to say, and let's go for the workshops. I'm making 2 workshops. One is about how to master in short rows. I'm a huge fan of the short rows method. I think that short rows are super useful to create 3D shapes for any kind of garments. So I really love them. I always say to my students when I teach short rows that maybe, I don't know, 12 years ago, I thought I'd invented short rows, because I made a super huge mistake, and suddenly I said, oh, but what is that? I'm making this that is coming from 2D to 3D. So I was like super shocked on what I did, and I began to look in books and everything, and I discovered that it is a well-known technique for doing lots of things. So we will see how to for the first time how to resolve all the gaps, because when you do short rows, what are you doing is like creating not a complete row, as it says. So you have make a small, like a staircase, and you have to fill in all these gaps in the staircase. So we will know how to fix these gaps with different techniques, like the German short rows, that maybe are the easiest, but I'm also like showing how wrap and turn and German short rows maybe are easy for different kind of knitters, because sometimes I have this question like, if there are Germans or rows, because why are the wrap and turns that are so difficult? And they have like an explanation. So we will see this. We will see we will see the Japanese rows also that are really, really neat and clean. And we will see some tricks that will make your wrap and turns really easier and neat, and how to leave all the stitches really, really clean in both sides, because I think that's one side that this is for the people, but it's the ground side that is the tricky one, and I'm going to make the magic happen, because it's really, really, really easy. This is what is more important, that to take the fear out of the technique. We will see also what and where we can use sorrows. So just to, of course, raise a little bit the back neck to sit the sweaters on your shoulders, but you can also create the whole shoulder. You can also create the darts for the bust. So if you are a bigger bust size or something, you can create also darts for your bust, and it's really, really nice. We can also do it in the heels for the socks. So we see so much things about the sorrows, and of course the most important is to don't fear them and to master them, because I think it's a really, really fun technique, and it's a technique for lazy knitters, because it's like you can do it without not moving from the sofa, not going for a tapestry needle, not going for anything. So I think it's like for lazy knitters and not liking to sew and everything is a nice technique. And the other workshop is going about INTARSIA. I have some samples here.
Oh my
INTARSIA
God, so
is, I have here a sample that has a hole on it. We can say that both workshops are filling the holes because we are trying to avoiding having holes in our fabric when we are knitting. The thing about INTARSIA is I think in the last 2 years is becoming really, really fashionable, and is getting like a boom or something, because I remember the all 80s sweaters in INTARSIA, and at some point I think they were old-fashioned or something, and in the 2 last years I saw really, really interesting creations in INTARSIA. You have seen in Pom Pom magazine like the different creations, and right. You can see new artists and knitters that are going through this technique, making really, really stunning creations. So we are getting to know how to carry the strands on the backside. We are knowing how to avoid these not so happy holes. So you can see the difference between here that is a hole and here that is not a hole. And you can see also that this bag is not so neat. This bag is super clean and neat. And how to carry and how to get the edges clean just while you're knitting, because I have to say I'm a really, really lazy girl, and if I don't do that when I'm knitting, I'm not going to do it anymore. So we will see this on flat, and we will see this on the round. We will see also how to do this motifs, like big motifs that you can place, because at the beginning I thought that you will need a ball to do this part and a ball to do this part, but now it's really, really easy to carry all the strings just in the backside. This looks like intricate and difficult, but it's really, really easy. So I have also here well, this is not properly INTARSIA, but I'm going to launch this pattern for the festival also, and you can see this is like a standard knitting, but have very large motifs. So I will also well, mix it with that, so you can mix the two techniques to carry the strands behind, like in a neat way and an easy way. And the most important thing, I think, is like to know how to do it on your way, not to have to do it on after other things, because you're not going to do it, maybe. So I don't know if people has any question. Sorry, because I know I talk super fast.
I have some comments, Soraya.
Yeah.
First of all, you are very experienced teacher, right? And this, I think this is even better because during the pandemics, you are teaching a lot and you are like sharpen your skills to be a very good teacher. And as I can see, all this knowledge was transferred to the workshops that you are giving to us, because short rows are not simple. I mean, after you learn it, you can see that you can do it, but sometimes we stick to our favorite style. For example, I'm a very German short rows girl. I don't like wrap and turn or shadow, or I don't know. And I think it's very funny and very enlightening that you will do all the styles and show us how to use it and show us how not to fear them, right? So I think your skills are gonna help us to I don't know, to have this courage to face and to go for it. And the second thing is that INTARSIA, especially for me, that I'm adventurous beginning, it's very complicated because I have to manage all the balls with the yarns and so on. And when I saw your swatches, I was like, oh my God, I can do it without all the mess, because I'm not that organized.
Yes,
so,
I have it here. I forgot to bring it to the lip, but I have it here, fortunately. I have something that I will show you during the workshop, that is a ninja star.
Yeah, it is very ninja style. Yeah.
So with that, you will be more happy. And some tricky tricks for beginners also, because I have also to say that when I try even stripes for the first time, I'm so messy. I am really so messy. If you see my bag, sometimes it's crazy when I do the mystery of Stephen West, and we try to carry maybe 5 balls. Sometimes you don't want to see me, but as I'm really messy, I have several tricks to lead your balls to be in the right place.
Right.
Some of them are really nerdy, but if you're messy and if you're crazy, you have to use things like that. So it's gonna be easier.
Yeah, and I thought it's like when you carry the yarn and I saw you the wrong side of your swatch, I was like, oh my God, this is feasible. I can do it. I think I can do it. So congratulations on that, because I have the sensation, the feeling that you master these techniques and make them simpler to the knitters and more interesting also for the more experienced knitters also. So I think everybody's gonna to take advantage of your workshops, right? So link it to this question. I'd like to ask you, what knitters will learn in this class? I mean, even beginners can do it, intermediate, advanced.
Well,
There is always one trick that you can teach a lesson, and so it works to be in your workshops even though you already know about short rows, about how to make intarsia and so on.
I think yes, but I think, to be honest, the short rows, it will be maybe easier for beginners, okay?
Right.
Because if you know how to do pulls and knits, it will be really cool for you to go into short rows as soon as you are beginning to knit, because you are going to lose the fear to this technique, because I'm not afraid to say that it's easy. It's really easy. It's in my patterns, I never put like the level of the pattern, because I don't think there's a level of knitter. Everything is like, sometimes something is really easy for someone and really difficult for other people. But what I think that is really important in workshops, in festivals, and I'm not talking about my workshop, I'm going to talk about the workshops in the festivals, is like you are in contact with the teacher and the person. So of course, if you are an advanced knitter, also it's important to get to know to other teachers, because you are going to see how other people approach to these techniques. So when people also, I made a post yesterday, and we have been talking about that on Patreon this month, that how to start and how to do the things. And I was talking also to Maria from Portugal, and the thing is, you have to go to festivals, you have to go to engage with the people, you have to go to engage with the knitters and the teachers, and that's the way you learn. Because sometimes in books and things and everything, you can learn everything, and of course on YouTube and everything. But the thing is, when you go to get to know other knitters and how they do it, because teachers, we are knitters, we are not nothing more than knitters. So when you approach to the way the other people do it, you learn new things. So it's really I think it's really important, the work that the festivals do, because they connect knitters. So of course, if you are a beginner, maybe Intarsia is a little bit messy, because to be true, the instruction for Intarsia is just cross the threads. Is just that. But you have to remember that every time you have to know how to cross them. You know, is maybe Intarsia is more for advanced knitters, because you have to be you have to have more like
you have to be
like
comfortable
routines,
to do this.
like your routines of knitting. But really, short rows is for beginners, because if you it's like, I don't know how to say, but when you're left-handed and they teach you how to play the guitar, you have to learn how everybody do it, because if you try to change the things, it's really easier if you go into the thing as soon as you can. So it's also for brioche or anything. If you go into the thing, you're going to be there, and you will see your difficulties on the technique and your strengths of the technique, because sometimes it will be easy for you, maybe. So you have to try.
Yeah. And I think this is interesting also to point out, and this is a very plus of your workshops, that aside that all the techniques and all the knitting stuff, you teach people how to face their fears, right? And this is very important, not only for knitting things, but to life. So I should point it out for people, and it's very funny and very interesting to have this workshops with you and the other fellow knitters, because yes, it's what you just said. You can learn from each other. You can learn from what they are knitting in your side, and also by the teacher. So congratulations, it's a very good thing.
Yeah.
So if you can send a message for the knitters that are in doubt about doing or not your workshops, what this would be?
That it will be funny, they will learn a lot, they will engage with other people that is going to be in the same, I don't know, mood like them, because maybe if you are curious about Intarsia, it's because you like some kind of patterns that these people is going to like also. So maybe you interchange your also your Instagram's accounts or something. So the really special thing of classes in festivals is that you are going to meet not the teachers, not the people, but also the knitters that are maybe like you, because we have been talking about this, Nara. It's like sometimes there are thousand kind of knitters, and when you reach your knitters, your how to say, like your community or something, the people that is into the same things like you, you feel comforted and you feel stronger. So the good thing of the thing to come to my workshops is like you are going to meet people that is like maybe on your same mood. So if you feel like into my mood, we're going to meet the students that are into my mood, and it's gonna be a party.
That's good. Yeah, for sure. So last but not least, I would like to ask you the classic question. Please let us know something that nobody knows about you, or the majority of people do not know about you. A very secret thing.
That I was going to say that I'm not blonde, but everybody knows that I'm not blonde because I'm just blonde from the summer. But I think that nobody knows that I was wearing glasses for 31 years of my life.
Really?
Yeah, this is a stupid thing, but I think that people forget that I was wearing glasses for almost all my life.
I never ever seen it you in it, and it's very surprising for me, really. That's nice. So thank you, Soraya. I wish you very luck for your enrollments, and I think that your explanations and your mood and your vibe is very positive. And I invite all the people who is watching the live stream now and after that here in the Instagram or in the YouTube to come to know Soraya and her work and her workshops. I think they will be very interesting. And thank you very much for the organizers and producers of Barcelona Knits again for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bueno, pues lo terminamos aquí y os recordamos que en el canal de YouTube tenéis los vídeos en español de los talleres que imparte Soraya. Por si no entendéis inglés, podéis ver los vídeos que subimos ya hace unos meses. Y muchas gracias a las dos y nos vemos en 4 semanas, literal 4 semanas. Tenemos muchas ganas y que paséis buen fin de semana.
Estupendo.
Un abrazo.
Chao, chao.
Gracias. Chao, chao.